Hello everyone, in this video I'm going to demonstrate the blood supply of the heart. So this is the anterior surface of the heart, this is the apex, this is the right atrium, right auricle, right ventricle, left auricle and left atrium. Okay, so if you can see from here, this one artery, this is the right coronary artery which arises from the ascending aorta. So the right coronary artery will descend in the coronary sulcus. It passes in between the right auricle and the pulmonary trunk. And at the inferior border of the heart, it gives off this one branch. This is the right marginal branch. Okay. At the inferior border of the heart, the right coronary artery, it curves around and reach the base or diaphragmatic surface of the heart by giving off two branches. This is the posterior interventricular branch or posterior descending artery. Okay, this artery runs in the posterior interventricular groove. And another branch is the posterolateral branch. Okay, this is for the right coronary artery. What about the left coronary artery? This is the left coronary artery, which actually also arises from the ascending aorta, but in this model you cannot see where it is originates. Okay, so the left coronary artery divides into this branch here. This is the anterior interventricular branch or left anterior descending artery that runs in the anterior interventricular groove, and it descends towards the apex, and actually it meets or anastomoses with the posterior interventricular groove, posterior interventricular branch of RCA. Okay, so this is the anterior interventricular branch. And another branch is the circumflex branch. Okay, this is the circumflex artery that runs in the coronary sulcus, and it curves around at the left border of the heart to reach the base or diaphragmatic surface of the heart. So this is for the coronary arteries. Okay, so now I will talk about the cardiac veins. Okay, from the anterior surface of the heart, you can see this is the great cardiac vein. Okay, this is the first part of great cardiac vein. It starts from the apex. It ascends in the anterior interventricular groove together with the anterior interventricular branch of left coronary artery. Okay, so when it reaches the coronary sulcus, it becomes the second part of the great cardiac vein. So this is the first part of great cardiac vein. This is the second part of the great cardiac vein, and it drains into the left end of the coronary sinus. This is the coronary sinus. Okay, that one is for the great cardiac vein. Second is the middle cardiac vein. Okay, this is the middle cardiac vein that runs in the posterior interventricular groove together with the posterior interventricular branch of RCA. Okay, and the middle cardiac vein will drains into the right end of the coronary sinus. The third one is the small cardiac vein. Okay, this is the small cardiac vein. It runs in the posterior coronary sulcus. It drains into the right end of the coronary sinus, and the coronary sinus will drain into the right atrium. So if you look at inside the right atrium, this is actually the opening of the coronary sinus. Okay, here, this is the coronary sinus. This is the opening of the coronary sinus in the right atrium. That one is for the coronary sinus and its tributaries. And the other cardiac vein is the anterior cardiac vein. These are the anterior cardiac vein at the anterior surface of the right ventricular. It drains directly into the right atrium. Okay, so that's all for the blood supply of the heart.